More importantly, why is our caterer doing push-ups instead of cooking? It's a dinner party. Praise Jesus, welcome back to another episode of The Sims 4 Llamas and Legends Legacy Challenge. We are back here with the Wasavalar family of elves. Theodomin's trying to get down to get some breakfast before he has to go to work in the doctor career. I'm going to get Lucia up too. I think her main plan for today is she's going to be throwing Gilithia an engagement party, a bridal shower, but she actually needs to go meet the neighbors. And I actually played a day with the Dragonborn family off camera, so here's a quick recap of what they did. So Miss Citadel had her baby, and this is what I decided to name the baby. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to put it on the screen. But she had her baby, a baby girl, Dragonborn. Drolsack invited the Princess Olive home from school, and I think he has a little bit of a crush on her because he invited her over. He gave her one of his origami things, so I think he has a little bit of a crush. But for Hyas, got a looming layoff. You can see the king, his mother was killed by a group of lizard folk, so he has a little bit of a bias against lizard folk and dragonborns. And for Hyas knows this, and this is a uphill battle that he knows he's been fighting for a long time, but I think these rumors that he might be getting laid off, I think he takes that as it's a big insult for him, and I think it's quite a blow. For Hyas is enjoying his daughter, because I do think he's a bit of a girl dad, personally, even though in a past episode I said he preferred having boys, but I think he's a girl dad personally. But the baby actually aged up with red hair. And for Hyas, who is already in a kind of crabby mood because of his insult from the king, is kind of a little bit suspicious about that because there is a red dragonborn hanging around their house quite a lot. He had a little bit of a discussion with Miss Citadel, and Miss Citadel was like, don't be silly, you know my great-grandmother was a red dragonborn, it's probably just recessive genes and she'll grow out of it. It's probably just some red baby hair, and she'll probably grow into green when she's older. And for Hyas has kind of let it go because he doesn't want to make a big deal out of it, but somewhere deep down he has that doubt, and it's kind of bothering him. Meanwhile, Miss Citadel seems to be getting along really well with Elphaba. They seem to have a good friendship going, but her and Lucia are kind of butting heads a little bit. And Lucia actually went into Drolsack's room and crushed his dollhouse because she hates children, which, thanks for that. Erdaste went to the Wasavalar house to hang out with Gilithia some, but while he was there, he got into a little tiff with Winnin, who does not like the fact that he had been writing love letters to someone else while also doing it with his sister, obviously. And he also got into a little tiff with Theodomin because Theodomin is just not entirely convinced that they are doing everything they can to protect Gilithia as well as they've been protecting Gilithia once Gilithia is a part of their family. Today was also Fate's Day, which means it's the day to roll the dice. So we rolled and we got a 9, which is a mysterious stranger. One household must take in a stranger until the autumn equinox, when traveling is easy and they can leave. So the way that I have incorporated that roll this time is that the king has a niece from a faraway country who has come to visit, and he needed someone to take care of the niece and to give her room and board because she's a bit of a troublemaker. She's Raylan Lintz. She's a teenager. The king doesn't really want her living in the castle. He wants one of his nobles to take care of her while she is here, and he's also hoping that one of his nobles will be able to train her to be more ladylike, which is the main reason her mother sent her on this long journey. And for Hyas, with this insult is under his belt, is eager to prove himself as a worthy noble. So he jumped at this and he agreed to take in Winnie? Wait, I forgot her name. but this is her. There you go. So we need to go meet the king's niece so that we can invite her to the bridal shower, of course. Gilladhia is dreaming about being a spellcaster. That is very interesting. So we're gonna leave our children here and visit the Varaxis household. Now Lucia works in the same branch, but higher than Forhias does. So she definitely is aware of his looming layoff. So she's gonna chat with Citadel, and she's going to actually insult her accidentally. She's gonna try to say something nice about Forhias's looming layoff, but then she's going to run across the street, apparently. So she's gonna try to say something comforting, but then she's gonna take it wrong. Miss Adele's like, I don't need your sympathy. Don't be condescending to me. We are not below you. We are high society, just like you are. And she's like, of course you are, but I think that's a pretty sensitive topic. But anyway, the main point of today is we wanted to meet the king's niece. And I bet they're kind of suspicious, like, we got the king's niece, but now she's here trying to get in with the king's niece. Here she is, Rin Leland. We're going to give a friendly introduction to her. Got a little negative with Forhias. She thinks the princess is emotionally expressive, but the princess does not like her. Now Miss Adele is yelling at Forhias in front of them. That seems a little marital problems coming to the surface with guest over. That's not good. Oh, but he's serenading her now, so maybe not. But anyway, she's just inviting them. I'm just throwing a little party, a little bridal shower for Gilladhia. So I'm just inviting the women of the household. Did not intend to offend, but it seems she was offensive regardless. But of course they're not going to miss it. I think I'm gonna have their wedding be on Fae Day, which is 2 days away from now. So today will be the bridal shower day. Because Lucia is so close with the king, he's going to agree to send Helen Wolfblood to be their caterer for the event. And it is starting presently, so Winnan needs to make himself scarce. Winnan's gonna hide off in his room, write a goal for your bucket list or whatever. The caterer has arrived. The guests are arriving. I don't see the niece. Oh, there she is. And Moon, I'm gonna need you to wear clothes. You can't make a habit of this. Gilladhia is going to make sure she introduces herself to all the guests and be very polite. It's not often that she gets to meet new people. Oh, Miss Adele and Elphaba. Oh, or maybe they're not good friends. I was going to say they're good friends, but maybe now that Forhias has fallen out of favor with the king a little bit, Elphaba's not interested anymore. She's like, go away. We're meeting Raylan. Oh, Raylan seems like she really likes her. She's telling her all the stories about marriages. Oh no, Miss Adele's sitting in here with the help. Seems a little snubbed at this dinner party, it seems. She was invited, but most of the guests are not talking to her. Why are we talking in here? More importantly, why is our caterer doing push-ups instead of cooking? It's a dinner party. I'm gonna have Winnan set the table, since he's not technically a part of the party. Here, why don't everyone come in here? Let's bring the party into the sitting room while we wait for the food to be cooked and the things to be set. Oh, she's brought out the violin. Everyone's in here chatting in the sitting room, except for Miss Adele. Is she being snubbed? Elphaba is like kinda in here with her, but also not really at the same time. Let's have a call to meal, have everyone come to the dinner. Oh, they're all going for the pie first. Honestly, good thinking. Go for the pie first. Oh, look at our guest of honor sitting at the head of the table, and Miss Adele's standing in the kitchen alone, again with Elphaba. Oh, never mind. Elphaba's leaving her alone. Miss Adele is getting big shoved off vibes. It's literally her daughter-in-law-to-be's engagement party. Galetia is really getting a really good friendship with Dalgon Gargoyle. Perhaps she can be a mentor or something of some sort. She has the want to be married to Erdazed. That's coming 2 days from now, Fayday. Theodomin's back from work. We'll have him introduce himself to the guests that he doesn't already know. Renly is already sick of all the fancy preppy guests and she's leaving. She wants to talk to Miss Citadel, actually. Which is funny because I think she didn't like Miss Citadel when we first move her in, but she's like, at least she's better than these snobs. Our little trio of outcasts, apparently. They seem like they get along quite well, in fact. Oh, looks like the party's over. Everyone's going home. Theodomin's asking his daughter, did you have a good bridal shower? Have a good time? And she's like, yes, that was a delightful thing. Now, Winnan is wanting to sneak out of the house again, but right now his family is all gathered in the area, in the kitchen. So he's gonna excuse himself to his room, but he's actually gonna sneak out again. So he's done his research and he's discovered this club. Oh, he immediately hates what he's seeing out here because he hates children. So he's not a fan of Sting, but he's heard of this tavern and he wants to hang out here a while, but he can't stay in here looking like this. No, he's got to disguise himself so that he's not recognized. He doesn't need anyone recognizing an elf, not a prince, but something. Oh, immediately the child is here teasing him. Seems like a quiet night at the tavern, actually. No one seems to be here. He just wants to be here, socialize, see if he can find some fun, but mainly he wants to get some information regarding this cult that he's been hearing about. Because he's not too sure about it, but he is thinking that maybe that could be something he's interested in. But here's Lexamund. Oh! So Lexamund and Edwula just got some romantic there, it looked like. That is interesting. Oh, Forhias is here at the bar. He had to get away from family a little bit and drown some of his sorrows. Things are stressful at home for him these days. Hopefully he doesn't recognize Winnan, but Winnan is actually going to be asking Lexamund about this cult that seems to be around this area of town. And of course Lexamund is going to be all about, no, that's not a good place at all. In fact, he doesn't even want to talk about it. He's just going straight upstairs and refuses to elaborate. Oh, but he's finally getting it out of him, and he's like, yeah, there's a cult around here somewhere. He's not acting interested, but he is a little interested. But he's charming his way in. He seems to like him. In fact, maybe we could get some gossip out of Forhias. Oh, Winnan has learned about Forhias, music lover. Forhias just thinks he's talking to a stranger. He's pouring out some of his stresses, woes, not sure if his daughter is his. He's being laid off his job, and Winnan's like, he would not be telling me this if he knew who I really was. Forhias just thinks he's confiding in a stranger, some person that doesn't matter in society, but little does he know who he's talking to right now. And Winnan's getting all the secret details of the Varaxis household. Like, well, do you have a son? And he's like, yes, I have a son, Erdazed. He's engaged to be married. And he's like, tell me more about him. Secrets being spilled that you should be keeping to yourself, Forhias. Oh, Lexamund, you better be watching yourself. You've got Mother Nature here, you've got another girl you're interested in here. Why watch yourself, Lexamund? Oh, Winnan is starting to feel like a glutton. I'm gonna say yes. Maybe his shelteredness, he eats instead of adventures. So maybe that makes life a little difficult for him. Maybe this is like, he doesn't get the adventure he desires, so he overeats instead. Oh, they've got their romance back. Lexamund and Mother Nature. Good grief. But that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. The full playlist of the series is in the description if you are interested in that. Jesus loves you. Goodbye.